So my lesson today is about rope, cordage, and knots. What I want you to focus on throughout this lesson is the types of ropes that you're going to use in what situation, how to keep your rope or cord safe and not damaged, and then we're going to learn how to tie 3 basic knots. So the first thing I want to ask y'all is like, what do you think that you would use rope for in a survival situation? Like, what are some ideas that you have?
Shelter between the sticks or tarp we have.
A ladder to get up to high places if need be.
Okay. Do you think you're gonna have enough rope to like make a ladder? Or would it be more like
a pull thing?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Fish.
Fishing. That's on my list actually.
Fire.
That's on my
Fire
list
starter.
too.
Fire.
Fire starter.
Oh yeah.
Wrapping it around a tent-like area to give like better shelter. You know what I mean? Like tiny
Stability or something.
Yeah. So along with all the things y'all said, I also have hanging food on my list and first aid. So first we're gonna start with the different types of rope that you can use. There are 2 main types, natural and synthetic. So your natural rope is gonna be a little bit rougher. It's gonna be like your tug-of-war rope from back in Fun Day elementary school. It's not very weather friendly though. So like when it gets wet, it gets way weaker and it's easier to just snap. So a better option if you're in harsher conditions is synthetic, which is like your nylon, polyester ropes, paracords like this. They're way better for when they get wet and everything. They're not gonna mess up as bad. So going with that, with your natural ropes, you wanna make sure that your natural rope, when it gets wet, that you thoroughly dry it before you use it. That's a safety thing. If you put weight on a rope and it's wet, it's way more liable to snap, and it's not okay. Also, for like safety things, you want to make sure that you're avoiding getting burned or tangled up in your rope. So with the natural rope and the synthetic, both, pulling on it too much with bare skin or anything, you can get rope burn really easy. So you just want to make sure you're protecting your own hands and your body. You also want to check for fraying or changing color in your rope. So the second you see a fray in it, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that. So, because it can just get worse and worse and worse and start snapping. Also, a changing color in your synthetic rope. Once your rope starts changing color in certain spots, that means it's getting weaker and it's damaged. So, making sure that you're checking your rope before you're using it for certain situations is really important. Okay, so I have pieces of rope for all of you, so y'all can learn the 3 knots with me. Oh, sorry. I have one for you.
Thank you.
So the 3 knots that we're going to learn today are the square knot, the bowline knot, and a clove hitch. So for each of these knots, they have different uses. Your square knot is going to be used to join 2 different ropes together. So say you have like 2 different ends and you want a longer rope, that's what your square knot's going to be used for. Your bowline is for a loop. So if you're trying to hang something like off a tree, like you're hanging your food up in a survival situation, that's what you're going to use your bowline for. And then your clove hitch is very similar. You're also going to use this on like a tree limb or a post or anything. Your clove hitch will keep your rope attached to that. So first is the square knot. So to tie a square knot, it's kind of like tying your shoes, but twice. So you're going to take your 2 ends and then cross your left hand over your right and flip it under. So it looks like you just tied the beginning of your shoes. And then you're going to do that again, but backwards. So you're going to take your right hand and put it over your left and then flip it under. And then pull it tight. And then your 2 ropes are attached. So obviously you wouldn't have like a circle. You'd have 2 different ropes, but we're not doing that. Okay, everybody get that?
Yes.
So that's gonna be your square knot. It's gonna be used to join your two ropes together. Your bow line is a little bit more complicated. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the end of it and go like just a little bit ways up. And then from there, you're gonna take a loop with your right hand to where it's crossed on top. So like, just take your right hand and go up and around. And then you're gonna hold your loop. You got it, Blaine?
No.
Okay, so like hold your rope like this. The bottom end right here. So that's probably too much. You wanna loosen it up a little bit. And then cross it up and around. And then hold that loop right here. Hold it where it's crossed. You're good. So once you have that loop, you're gonna take your bottom piece and put it under through the middle of it like that.
I didn't see what you did.
Gotcha. You're gonna take your bottom piece and put it through the middle like that. Then you're gonna take that end and cross it under, right here. Sorry, I'm trying to show y'all, but it's kind of hard. So once you're through the middle of that loop, take this piece and cross it under right there. Got it? Okay, and then take this piece and go through the middle right here. So take it right back through the middle of your loop. Under both pieces right here. You see it? So right here, and you're gonna go through the middle of it.
Okay.
And then pull it tight. Hey, does
I
Savannah?
got a little one.
Then I got it.
So don't pull the end. I should have reiterated that, I guess.
Okay. So make this.
So yeah, make the circle. Ooh, I don't know. So make the circle
Get through this
through the middle, through the back side,
back side.
under here. Yeah? Oops. And then through the middle right here. Of both loops. Yep. And then pull your bigger loop. Grab your bigger loop. And then just pull it tight. Pull the middle tight. You see it? I don't know how else to. Okay.
Next time.
He's almost got it though. It's so. There you go. Now take.
This one.
No, the other one.
This one.
And pull it. Oh my gosh.
What? Did
You didn't get it.
It's alright.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Hang on.
One more time. One more. Let's go. Ready? So you're gonna take it, make a loop like this. You're gonna need more than that, Clayton. There you go. And then take the end, put it through the middle. And then take it under. Yep. And then through here.
Through both, right?
Through both. It's like through the middle there. And take this. So
I
just
grab it
drop.
with that hand. This one?
I think so. Can't tell. There you go.
Yes. You got it. Did you get it? Okay, I pulled it with the wrong hand.
Okay. So that's gonna be that loop that you just made. You can wrap it around pretty much anything. A lot of people use that one for like tying it around people. If you're trying to help somebody get out of a situation, if they're like below you or anything, you can tie that around you, and then somebody can help you like pull you up, or they can grab something with it. It's really just to keep. It's really just a loop. Go around anything. The next one is a clove hitch, which I don't really know how I'm gonna tie because I need like a post or something.
One more.
So
this on your chairs probably would be a good place. I might actually do that. So for this one, you're gonna take the end of your rope and put it on top and then through the hole like that. And then you're just gonna wrap it around another time like that. And then this piece that you have, you're gonna cross it over and then around again, but don't pull out and tie it as tight. And then with this piece that you have left, you're gonna go under it.
Under all of them?
Under the one you just crossed.
The one I just crossed.
And then pull it. And what you'll have is that long piece that you still have left on your rope, it's not gonna come off. It's stuck. So that, normally you do it on like a tree limb or anything like that. You can use it to just hang stuff up. So like your food products or like a bag that you're trying to keep off the ground, anything like that, you can tie on the other end and it's not gonna go, like the rope's not gonna fall from the tree. That was actually one of the easiest ones. I was surprised how easy it was. So there's your 3 different basic knots and what you'll use them for. That's pretty much all I have. Do y'all have any questions?
Which one's the strongest?
Which one's the strongest like knot?
Mm.
They're all different, so I think it's hard to tell. They're all used for different things. So you can't really like compare them to each other about which one's the strongest.
How much weight could you like hold with them? Like the ones that you like hold meat and stuff, did it ever say like how much weight could you hold?
It didn't, but I think that's depending on your rope, not really the knot.
Mm.
Like your paracord's probably gonna be better for that than your natural rope. Your natural rope is more used for like grip. So if you're trying to climb out of somewhere, you probably want your natural rope over your paracord.
If you're in a really tight situation, you could use a vine to do these instead.
You probably could, but that's not really the situation that was in my lesson. This is more like if you're prepared for stuff. Is the section that I'm in. So I didn't really look up. Sort of like vines and stuff.
Which one are you trying?
Talking about like the safety of your rope, you can actually use the clove hitch knot to put your rope up properly. So what you're gonna do is wrap it. Just take the bottom end like that and loop it, and then just keep doing that. And then once you have just like a little bit left at the end, you can wrap it around your rope and then make your clove hitch knot that you just made on the chair. And then that's how like a safe way to put your rope up so it doesn't go damaged.
What kind of damage would that be? Like, just like
So like storage damage, so you put it up and it keeps it from getting tangled. If you're like just throwing it on the ground, which probably do.
And would you suggest that you let your rope completely dry out before you store it? Or would it matter on the synthetic?
I don't think it would really matter on the synthetic. On the natural, then yes, but it would also probably be harder to store it like the synthetic. So for your natural rope, you could probably just wrap it up and set it down neatly so it doesn't get all messed up.
Thank you so much.